Top 10 reasons why some of y'all think OJ is guilty. Reason number 1, the night of the murders, the dogs didn't bark. Now keep in mind, Nicole had an Akita, which is a very aggressive attack, guard dog. They bite tons of people every year, and some people are saying if it was really an intruder, that the Akita would have attacked.
What if the dog was asleep at the time?
Or what if he kicked the shit out the dog? And the dog said, fuck that.
What if the dog seen what was going on and said, I don't want none of that?
Yeah, the dog, that's a knife. I'm cool. I'm not finna bite no knife. That is the dumbest reason. He could have threw the dog a steak. Man, what do you mean because the dog didn't bark? The dog, look, what? Call the dog to the stand, see what the dog say.
Yeah. If you planning on stabbing up 2 people at the same time, I'm sure you done already packed a duffel bag full of steaks.
Reason number 2, some of y'all think OJ Simpson is guilty. Nicole's neighbor said she heard, not seen, 2 men arguing and then somebody pulled off in a white van. The white van could have been the Bronco.
I heard 2 people arguing, and one of them said "Jive Turkey," and that reminded me of that movie that OJ was in.
Hey,
yeah,
he's colored.
When he was dating Cicely Tyson, and it sounded just like that, brother.
So some of y'all willing to bet your life that this man is guilty because Nicole's neighbor heard 2 men arguing and then seen somebody speed off in a white van? Fuck out of here. And that's where I grew up. Essays used to pull up in white Astro vans, and we would get scared and run off. Maybe it was them. Y'all crazy. Nicole, here's another reason why reason number 3, some people think OJ is guilty. Because Nicole had 2 sets of keys to her condo.
Okay.
One of the sets she reported missing about 2 or 3 weeks earlier. When they searched OJ's house, he had one of the sets of keys. And this is probably this is damaging.
I didn't know about this.
This would make me think, well, what are you doing with these keys, Otto?
We might need to change this to 9 reasons.
OJ, reason number 3 is, hey, man,
what are you doing with keys, brother?
Why did you have her keys, bro? So I get that. The dog, I don't. Yeah. The white man speeding off, I don't. Yeah. But if Nicole only had 2 keys to her house and OJ stole one of them and they found them at the crib, I got questions for my guy Orenthal. Reason number 4, some of y'all think OJ is guilty. There was a witness named Jill Shively who said around the time of the murder, she saw OJ speeding around town in a white Bronco.
We all seen that.
That was a couple weeks later. Here's the thing.
Around the time.
The Bronco didn't belong to OJ. It belonged to Al Cowlings.
Al Cowlings.
So did you see Al in the car too?
Right.
I mean, it's not like Al had to be in the car in order for OJ to steal it to commit a murder, but seeing a Bronco speeding around and you say OJ was if he was speeding, how do you know it was OJ?
Let me just say, if OJ did it, he's the worst criminal of all time. I'm about to stab these folks up. I'm going to stab them up over here. I need to drive this car around the area a few times just to get my rhythm right. You know what I'm saying?
What's the best? Hiding in plain sight. That's how you do it.
I've been going on this route.
Why would I murder and then be seen? Expert testimony states that the killer didn't run away from the crime scene. He walked. So in their opinion, if the killer didn't run away from the crime scene and walked, it had to be someone that was familiar with the area.
Man, OJ ran for over 2,000 yards that season. You think he couldn't run away from the scene?
Tendinitis, arthritis. OJ ended his career on an injury. If he couldn't run on grass, what makes you think he gonna run on turf? Reason number 5?
Yeah, let's say 5.
We'll reason number 5. Kato Kalin, or a bum that lived in the back house of Nicole.
Oh, I think we're on 6.
We're on reason 6, okay? Kato Kalin says the night of the murders, he saw OJ leaving in a dark sweatsuit, and there was fibers found in a dark sweatsuit at the scene of the crime. Come on, man, you can't. You think OJ is guilty because of a dark sweatsuit? Everybody commits crime in dark clothing. And we put all black on, all blue on, and we put that work in.
The Canary Killer.
Murder is not Caltrans. We don't want to be seen as by drivers when we're committing murder. We don't want to be seen. We want to put on black or blue so we can blend with the night.
Okay.
There was a small black bag that OJ said, "Do not touch this bag, Kato."
Okay.
So Kato didn't touch the bag.
Okay.
So what people are saying is that bag contained the murder weapon and the bloody clothes that he had on when he committed the murder. So let me get this on. He had on a dark jogging suit and he fit it in a small bag.
Right.
Was this spandex?
But Kato's saying because he couldn't touch the bag, it could have been, it had to be murder clothes in there. It could have been Sherm.
Number 9. Nicole's therapist testified that Nicole told her that OJ was going to kill her. I might believe the therapist.
Yeah.
But that still don't mean OJ did it.
I mean, what's the confidentiality on that?
Yeah, you can.
What's up, y'all? I had to skip 10 and 8, man. I had some technical difficulties with the mic, so a few of these segments, bear with me. I appreciate your support. If I owe you something, get it from God. God, God, God.
God. Hey, we're going to go over some of OJ's credits and accomplishments as an actor. He did a lot of movies. Let's pay homage. What you got for us, Otto?
So Orenthal James Simpson played in Dragnet. That was his first appearance on television. Dragnet, popular cop TV show back in the day in the 60s into the 70s. He also played in It Takes a Thief. Stealing, at this point, he doesn't have a real actual character name in any of these shows yet. He's just playing background characters. He played in Ironside, The Name of the Game, Death of a Gunfighter, Medical Center, Cades County, Owen Marshall's County Law, little TV series, black and white, Y, The Towering Inferno, Killer Force, The Cassandra Crossing, my favorite, hopefully is your favorite, Roots. Yes, the original Roots. Check him out. He's doing what he does best. He's running real fast. You know, he's running with Kunta Kinte. Yeah, Kunta Kinte over the race and stuff like that. He has afro blowing in the wind or whatever. But check it out, man. It's OJ doing OJ. A Killing Affair, Capricorn 1, Detour to Terror, Goldie and the Boxing to Hollywood. Not Bollywood. Hollywood. Cocaine and the Blue Eyes. You know it's about coke and white bunnies. Here you go with these bunnies, infatuation. But his character's name was Michael Brennan. Another one of my favorites, he played in Hambone and Hilly. Hambone, those who love the hambone, take the back of the hand, the front of your hand, smack it on your thigh, hip, chest, knee, whatever, cheek, and make it smack sound. If your grandmother from the South, she know what that is. Ask somebody. Student Exchange, little TV movie. He really blew up with The Naked Gun, the first one. Then he appeared in The Heat. He appeared in The Heat of the Night. In the Heat of the Night. Then here comes Naked Gun, 2.5. Then so on, a third or 33rd and 3/4. Frogman, little TV series where he played little A-Team style type theme show. And then finally, my favorite, he plays in a fairy tale story about a girl named Alice, another bunny, chasing a white bunny down a black hole.
I ain't seen half the shit, but I'm a big fan of OJ, man. We gonna miss you. God. Okay, look, for you haters, 10 reasons why OJ was innocent. Hey, look, telephone records show that Nicole Brown Simpson was on the phone with her mother alive while OJ was boarding a plane to Chicago.
Did he get on the plane and did it go to Chicago?
That's hilarious.
He got on.
They said he went to the airport, act like he was getting on the plane. Missed the flight on purpose, drove back to Brentwood, and then murdered 2 people.
Foolproof plan. This is a foolproof plan.
Number 2, nothing fit. The gloves didn't fit, the shoes didn't fit, the jumpsuit didn't fit. It all didn't fit. It was all a little Armenian man-sized clothing. Shout out to my Armenians. I love y'all.
He put everything in the dryer on high.
It was the sun side.
The glove don't fit. You already know if you pull it down a large glove too far down on a 2/8 hand, you can cause an aneurysm.
Reason number 3, do you know they can tell by your footprint how you walk? They can look at your footprints and tell how you walk. OJ Simpson, as you guys know, suffered from rickets as a child. He was also bow-legged and pigeon-toed.
All of those?
Based on the footprints, it didn't match OJ's walk. God.
OJ had all of that and still rushed for 2,000?
Incredible.
Man.
Reason number 4. Reason number 4. Mark Furman, the racist police officer, pled the 5th when he was asked if he framed OJ.
That's wild. That's bigger than the keys.
How are you pleading the 5th to something like that?
Yeah, that's wild. The answer is no. You need to say no. That's all.
That should be no off the top.
Did I what? No. I plead the 5th. Oh, okay.
I plead the 5th. Ow. I plead the 5th. And that's something that I'll never, ever do again.
Ow.
That's correct. Hey, that's amazing. I didn't know that. Did y'all know that? I just found that out.
I remember to plead the 5th. That's where that came from. That's when I got famous. Plead the 5th. Didn't know what it meant as a kid. I tried to plead the 5th one time. Still got a whooping. I plead the 5th. Okay. So we tried to come up with 10 reasons OJ is innocent, and we had 5 in it.
Oh, here's something I didn't know. Check this out. The defense had a chemistry noble ready to testify that the prosecution's DNA evidence was worthless. That's hilarious.
Wow.
But Cochran rested early as he knew they'd won the trial and feared giving Clark a chance to cause a mistrial. Same with another eyewitness who saw the killers drive away in a car that was not a Bronco. F. Lee Bailey posted 4 proofs of OJ's innocence online.
And they just ignored the proof. They ignored the innocence.
I've never heard of them having witnesses that saw the killers drive away in a car. I've never heard that before.
And the what do you call him, a chemistry noble? I never even heard of that before. He's a noble, and he said that the DNA evidence was tainted.
Check this out. This trial was during the time or at the height of the Rampart Division situation. In the Rampart situation, multiple cops were caught trying to frame Black and Hispanic suspects. So LAPD had already had a history of trying to frame minorities for crimes they didn't commit.
And look at OJ in this picture right here. Clearly look Black and Hispanic.
Clearly.
At the same time, boy, he was in trouble driving down them streets. Was that 6, 7? Did we get
7? What is that?
We got 7 innocent?
How you lose count on the top 10? That is ADD.
Well, that's because it's OJ innocent, top 10, so this the numbers is tricky on this one. But we trying, though. I got one. Because OJ is a Black hero. You know what I'm saying? You got Rosa Parks, you got W.E.B. Du Bois, Martin Luther King, O.J. Simpson, man. O.J. showed us that you can be found not guilty as a Black man in America. And that was hard to come by.
Right on, brother.
It was hard to come by. Unless it was a traffic ticket, you was going to get a guilty verdict if you was Black.
Oh, wow. Did you guys know this? This is something I never knew. Look this up if y'all watching.
The autopsy showed that Nicole and Ron's throats, vocal cords, were cut so they couldn't scream. It looked just like a professional hit job. Then teaser cuts for torture. Then the final lethal fatal cuts, all preserved in the autopsy report as proof the hitman deserved payment for their services from their drug dealer employer. Nicole and Ron were heavily in debt for drugs as they lived a lifestyle far more expensive than they could afford. Ron worked at a Missoula restaurant where death was an occupational hazard as it served as a cover for drug money laundering. Another employee there was just murdered similarly.
Whoa.
I never knew that somebody that worked at Ron Goldman's restaurant was murdered the same way on a separate occasion as Nicole and Ron. This shit is behind Ron Goldman.
This is crucial. That's worse than the Keys right there. Somebody else done got murdered at the same.
Bro, that ain't no common stuff.
2 weeks notice. I'll be putting my 2 weeks notice if I worked up at that spot. Like I'm finna go back to Kinko's. That is wild. I never knew that. And it was professionally done. Like I don't think
Hold on.
skills.
This is crazy.
Uh-oh.
Y'all ready for this?
We ready.
This is even more crazy than the Keys.
Oh shit.
Glen Rogers,
I was about to say
a serial killer of blonde white women, all murdered with knives, bragged that he killed Nicole. Glen's brother is certain Glen did it. Clark concealed Glen's confession. Glen worked for Nicole doing repairs on her home.
Mm.
There you have it, man.
There you have it.
White people who hate OJ for being free.
I've never heard this. Have you heard this before?
I never heard this. They shut him up real quick. I did it. Shh. You didn't do nothing. Sit down. You'll be fine.
This crime has been solved. She was killed by Glen Clark.
And
That's wild, dog. I never knew that. God.
Craig blew the case wide open, boy.
I never heard of that shit. Have you?
Nah, you just a couple days too late, brother.
Nigga, I'm just recently O.J. Simpson, Orenthal Simpson passed. I want to take a moment of silence for Orenthal. On count of three. 1, 2, 3. Rest in peace, OJ. What are the lessons we've learned from OJ's life? Why you laughing, dog?
Because I was already silent when you started counting 1, 2, 3. I had started the
I
moment
broke
of
the
silence.
silence.
It was
When I
only a
counted.
moment. Like, yeah.
I did break the silence, man.
It's always awkward. It's like you don't know when to start being noisy.
OJ is a misunderstood guy. He went through so much. He went through so much right before our eyes, man. I thought it would be dope to dig into some of the reasons why OJ was the way he was.
Okay.
Because we've never seen a man deal with scrutiny in such a playful way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like OJ was like, OJ might have been a sociopath in a way. But I mean, because life didn't want him to be great.
Nah.
It didn't. I'm going to give, right now we're going to start this show off with top 10 O.J. Simpson moments in his life. We're going to dig into the things that made him him. Not just the media stuff, the football player, the case. We're going to dig into some facts about O.J. that y'all may not have known.
Right. Right.
Moment number 1 in O.J.'s life you should all know about. He made it out of the projects.
Way to go, Juice. Way to make it out.
We've all seen Good Times. That's how O.J. grew up.
When the times wasn't good and the hairlines looked like that.
O.J. made it out. O.J. made it out. He came from a single-family home. He experienced some treacherous interference or torturous interference in his life that could have ruined him earlier if he was lesser of a man. We should appreciate O.J. for his strength. He made it out the hood. Thing number 2, moment number 2. You want to hear moment number 2 in O.J. Simpson's life?
Yes, we do.
O.J. had rickets.
And for you Dynamos and Pyros, I'm not talking about Crips. I'm not talking about E. Ricketts. Shout out to my Crip homies. I'm talking about O.J. had rickets. Somebody look up rickets and tell me what rickets is. What is the sickness rickets? What is it? Explain it.
A disease that occurs during childhood. Rickets is the failure of growing bone to mineralize. This answer is from AAFP.org.
OJ's bones didn't mineralize. You know how tough it is to have bones that don't mineralize?
Liquid bones in his leg.
But OJ still stood tall as a 5-year-old on stilts and crutches.
So Forrest Gump actually took from OJ. They was inspired by OJ.
Yeah, they took that Forrest Gump from, but OJ was a grown man talking about Janne. OJ beat Ricketts at 5. Forrest Gump was in the army with Ricketts. He was a 27-year-old with Ricketts, but no, OJ beat Ricketts, which is pretty dope because I had never heard of Ricketts till I found out OJ had it. I thought all kids on crutches 50 years ago had polio. I didn't even know polio had a little brother called Ricketts.
You was smarter than me. I thought they all had twisted ankles.
Yeah. OJ beat Ricketts. Respect that. Moment number 3 in OJ's life that you should respect, in my opinion. OJ was a gang member as a child. He was a juvenile delinquent. He went to YA 3 different times, and he was a part of a gang called the Persian Warriors.
He was out there dressed like Xerxes.
He was a Persian warrior gangster. Look it up, Google it if you think I'm bull jiving. What changed OJ's life was the 3rd time he went to YA. He met the Hall of Fame baseball player Willie Mays, who played for the San Francisco Giants.
And Willie Mays hit him with them words of encouragement, right? What did he say?
Early.
Hey, stay in school. Did they say that back in the 60s? What did they want you to do? What was doing right back then?
Stop jiving, man. The man's gonna take you under, man. Get an education. Go back to school, get your high school diploma. That's all they was asking for back then. Get your high school diploma. Go to Job Corps. Become a plumber. Be a man. There wasn't no master's degree in math. Go to Job Corps. OJ?
You make it to the 10th grade, the 60s, the world is your oyster. You can get any job you want.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't know. I'm going to repeat. OJ was a gang member. He was arrested and went to YA 3 times. He was a member of the Persian Warrior Gang in San Francisco. Look it up if you think I'm bull jiving. And he changed his life and became something great.
Was he a high-ranking member, or was he just more like an affiliate?
I don't know.
What work did he put in?
He had to put in some type of work to go to jail.
Oh, 3 times, right?
Yeah.
He had 3 strikes at 9 years old.
They don't
OJ
put
was
you
a
in jail
beast.
for cussing. That little kid said, fuck. Hey, Otto, you can't say fuck in the projects. He was shooting dice, gambling, robbing people. OJ was a gang member.
Did he stab anybody?
I doubt it. Right. Did he stab anybody? It's hilarious. He had to.
That evidence wasn't present, right?
You know, back then gangs had like real names for members. He's the treasurer. He's the he's the war of God. He's the God. He's our arms. What do they call him, motherfucking
Sergeant at Arms?
He's a sergeant of arms. OJ was a sergeant of arms.
Back in them days, a bike chain was a weapon.
That's hilarious. A bike chain. I got hit with a Huffy chain. Do you know? Another significant moment in O.J. Simpson's life. In 1969, he won the Heisman Trophy.
All right. 69.
He won the Heisman Trophy. He won the Heisman Trophy in 1969. This is a man that had rickets.
Right.
13 years old earlier. He couldn't walk. 13 years later, he wins the Heisman Trophy. That's a respectable thing. Great moment in O.J. Simpson's life.
Did he earn that Heisman Trophy, or was it more like we don't want to tackle his legs because we know he used to have rickets?
He's contagious. You touch him, you're going to have rickets.
2,000 yards. He had help.
His game tape of him saying, y'all know I'm still sick, right?
Walking into the end zone, like, untouched.
Moment number 5. When OJ was drafted, a lot of people don't know he was a professional actor before he was a professional football player. So he leveraged his career as an actor to become the highest paid athlete in the history of professional sports. He leveraged his acting career and threatened to walk away as the #1 pick in the NFL draft. He threatened to walk away and become a full-time actor if they didn't pay him $650,000 for 5 years. So he got a $650K 5-year deal, which was unheard of and never had been done before in sports.
Dang, how much was they paying for C-list movies back in the 1971 for him to be in?
I'm not sure. Shout out to OJ. That was
Shout out to OJ.
That was number 5, right?
Got the juice. That's 5.
Keep in mind, though, just to get back on that being the highest paid athlete in history, there was a negotiation with the owner, Ralph Wilson, because OJ told Ralph, I'm going to walk away from football if you don't pay me what I want. I'm done with football. So he had the courage to stand on business. Shout out to OJ for standing on business. Moment number 6.
Number 6.
Moment number 6. A lot of you don't know that OJ overcame a lot of adversity while in the NFL. Do you know that OJ's first 2 years in the league, he never rushed for more than 600 yards? Then his 3rd year in the league, they got a new coach. He ran for 1,000, but they had a losing record, so they fired him, and they hired Nick Saban's father, Lou Saban. When Lou Saban became the coach of the Bills, he constructed an offense around OJ. He built a team around OJ. In that same year that Lou Saban took over, OJ rushed for 1,000 and he caught for 200. So he had 1,200 all-purpose yards, 1,000 rushing and 200 catching. His 3rd year in the league, his 3rd year in the league. So shout out to Lou Saban.
Shout out to Lou Saban.
I'm sorry, his 4th year in the league. Shout out to Lou Saban.
Okay. Did they fire Lou Saban right after that?
They didn't, because he came his 4th year. So he had 3 different coaches his first 3 years. Lou Saban was hired his 4th year. OJ rushed for 1,000, caught for 200. Then in his 5th year is when he broke the NFL record of 1,800 yards and rushed for 2,000 yards in a season.
You got the juice.
Thanks to Lou Saban, Nick Saban's pops. I thought it was all peaches and cream when OJ got to the league. I didn't know he struggled.
I didn't either. I mean, they must have been a lot more patient back then. Like, did they think he was a bust? Like, yeah,
well, in this era, he would have been a bust. If you got 3 years as the #1 pick of less than 1,000 yards, nigga, they gonna trade you.
Yeah, especially if you ain't hurt. You just ain't running good.
Yeah, shout out to OJ Simpson.
You know I had rickets.
You know I had rickets as a guy. Y'all know I'm contagious, right? Number 7. Moment number 7 in OJ Simpson's life. OJ was a professional actor before a professional football player. His first role was in the movie Dragnet, where he played Cicely Tyson's husband. So even though he was 23 years younger than her, he played Cicely Tyson's husband, and then he also played an LAPD recruit in Dragnet as well.
I feel like I got to see that. 2023.
You know what's out there.
Go ahead.
No, go OJ Simpson and Dragnet. I want to see it.
So he was playing like a Stella got his groove back type of thing. Like he was a young tender for Cicely Tyson.
Hey, I got to see it. OJ, man, the actor extraordinaire. Reason number 8. We on number 8? Reason number 8. All right, moment number 8. I said reason. Here's a really interesting reason. Now, in 1994, OJ was given the lead in an NBC series called Frogman. You ever heard of Frogman?
Never heard of Frogman.
So Frogman was a show very similar to The A-Team.
Okay, heard of that.
OJ played the lead character. In his training to play the lead character, he went and spent time with Navy SEALs and learned weaponry. A part of his training was knife techniques. So Navy SEALs taught O.J. Simpson how to kill someone with a knife. There is video of O.J. Simpson practicing for the series by holding knives up to actresses' necks for the training. So the prosecution in the OJ trial wanted to use this footage in court, but the brilliancy of Johnny Cochran shut the shit down. But look it up, Frogman is a series in which OJ Simpson played the lead. It was an A-team-like show, and it's called Frogman.
Well, you really didn't need the genius of Johnny Cochran to say, hey, this is a NBC TV special.
Right.
Like, this is not enough to make somebody be able to kill somebody.
Right.
Michael B. Jordan can't fight against Pernell Whitaker just because he played Creed. No, he's been practicing the boxing. Yeah, no, so that's not enough.
Moment number 9. Did y'all know O.J. Simpson had a fucking comedy sketch show called Don't Get Juiced?
Don't Get Juiced.
It came out in 2006. It's called Don't Get Juiced. Google me if you think I'm bull jiving. It was a sketch comedy show that depicted O.J. playing pranks on people, very similar to Punk'd. One of the pranks on the show involved O.J. trying to sell a Bronco at a used car lot. There was a bullet wound in the Bronco, and O.J. autographed his name over the bullet wound. So he was trying to sell a Bronco with his autograph on it that had a bullet wound on it to unsuspecting people, customers of this used car lot. It's called Don't Get Juiced. Very funny show. You should watch it. Now, it was on pay-per-view, so you had to pay pay-per-view to watch it. But I think it's a very important part of history to look at if you're a consumer. It just shows somebody that's basically saying, fuck the system. I'm going to still do what I do. You didn't catch me. Ha ha. Shout out to OJ for rubbing it to the man.
Man, I hope that pay-per-view link is still active because I will watch it again and again. There's even a segment on there where one of the pranks, there was a house for sale. There was an open house, and one of the people, the potential buyers, was O.J. Simpson. His accomplice in this prank thought it would be funny to call him Danny Glover, to keep confusing him with Danny Glover. Now, OJ, as not understanding that it's a joke and forgetting that he helped write the sketch, was really getting mad that dude kept calling him Danny Glover. Yeah. Homie almost got stabbed for messing around with OJ on that damn special.
That's wild. Don't get juiced. Talk about a sense of humor, man. OJ's going to be missed. There's never been somebody like you on this planet, man. Love and respect to the Simpson family. If these people think you owe them something, tell them to get it from God. God, God, God.
Let's rock.
Bitch, I got a bag.
Bloody bite marks on your sandwiches, hygiene like your dad's.
Bitch, I got a bag.
You date unattractive man, women, but I got to have some cash.
Get it? Bitch, I got a bag.
I beat you arm wrestling with my left hand.
But you strong. Red flag. Red flag. Bitch, I got a bag.
Me and God held hands to run a train on
Do
you.
you believe I'm dad?
I make my money off of trick shots, half court, blindfolded.
Long shots, my moment.
You took charge and a whistle blew. I took charge and it was shit to do. Selective honesty. Eat these words and watch you vomit me.
Kitchen juice.
Is that a piece of my plan? Dripping in cranberry and ham.
I'm nigga proof.
Play a sucker to catch a sucker.
A fear dumber than my mark.
Pay a buster to stay a usher.
Flip mode.
To heaven my way. Surrender tactic. Act like ain't shit cracking.
I went back to the bank. All my money gone. What happened?
To increase respect, you must increase absence. Blender mashing, you're tender like dinner with gin or passion. Jump down that chimney and crush your enemies. Then say, shit happens.
Bitch, I got a bag.
Bloody bite marks on your sandwiches, hygiene like your dad's.
Bitch, I got a bag.
You date unattractive man, women, but I got to have some cash.
Get it? Bitch, I got a bag.
I beat you arm wrestling with my left hand.
But you strong. Red flag. Red flag. Bitch, I got a bag.
Me and God held hands to run a train on
Do
you.
you believe I'm dad?
Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. And new niggas trying to rush me. Plus my trusty.
Oh, you ain't happy to see me like a puppy?
Concealed intentions become revealed decisions.
Oh, but you was telling everybody I was musty.
Played into the fantasy. Slapped that bitch back and they banished me. Call Geico, I think they damaged me. Attention at all costs. Killers under me like the god of a mob boss.
Got these bras to cut your balls off.
Think as you like, behave like others.
Be the last one to speak in the room with her brothers.
Think like your wife and be that mother. Fuck up.
For real.
Type of nigga to barbecue and use his hands to get shit off the grill. You know what? I think it's too hot to chill.
Goodbye. Bitch, I got a bag.
Bloody bite marks on your sandwiches. Hygiene like your dad's.
Bitch, I got a bag.
You date unattractive man women, but I got to have some cash.
Get it? Bitch, I got a bag.
I beat you arm wrestling with my left hand.
But you strong. Red flag. Red flag. Bitch, I got a bag.
Me and God held hands to run a train on
Do
you.
you believe I'm that?
But babe, where am I getting my rent money from?
If I owe you something, you can get it from God. God, God, God.
They chill never with us. That's the thing. I promise you. It's niggas all around me. A few of them lifeguards that probably wanna drown me, but watch me swim. I bet on misses. Not that I gamble on shambles, but we know bitches. Yeah, we know bitches. She be with me, him and her, and drug dealers selling that funny white. You know that real Bill Burr. Foil me with loyalty, still kill purr. Get your bell rung, you held on to Fleetfield fur. I don't know who loves me, I just know who shoves me, and who won't plug me, cause it'll be too lovely. And evil's first. I'm at a bar as my avatar, cause even in the metaverse, I'm still a star. I'm digital cool, I'm into the moon. Bought some property on open sea, passwords don't need a key.
Bloggers become hackers, decentralizing factor.
My money got my face on NFT. I'm digital cool, I'm into the moon. Bought some property on open sea, passwords don't need a key.
Bloggers become hackers, decentralizing factor.
My money got my face on NFT. Her mentality was leopardess. She might have been a Methodist girl, cause she was waiting on God to come back and he was here. Reality is effortless, it's coded in the messages, Earl. It's plenty of fish pulling people in poles off the pier. We're no longer the hunted, it's really about who wants it. Who wants what we want more, fuck the dumb shit clear. I'll be at a bar as my avatar playing Gallagher, using bitcoins to buy beer. I'm digital cool, I'm into the moon. Bought some property on open sea, passwords don't need a key.
Bloggers become hackers, decentralizing factor.
My money got my face on NFT. I'm digital cool, I'm into the moon. Bought some property on open sea, passwords don't need a key.
Bloggers become hackers, decentralizing factor.
My money got my face on NFT.
What's going on, y'all? Got a special treat for y'all, man. My guy, my big bro, Snaps, has an album dropping. I think to commemorate this album dropping, I'm going to play an episode of his podcast, Tree Talk. Check out Tree Talk. This is where Big Bro interviews one of the craziest guys in the industry. You know who he is. You'll see his face. If I owe y'all something, get it from God. God, God, God.
What's up? What's up? What's up? We back. Welcome to Tree Talk. Yes. This is Tree Talk. This is the Treehouse, and I am your host, Snaptastic Pen, a.k.a. Michael Tree Jordan, a.k.a. Trio Huxtable, a.k.a. Danny Trio, a.k.a. World B Tree, and the list goes on and on and on. Yeah, we back up in here. Sarah with no H is in the building.
Hello.
Yeah, you already know how that is. We got a special guest in here today. I'm gonna get to him in 1 minute, man. We got a special guest. But we here, man. We back. How did y'all week go? You already know the question I ask y'all every single motherfucking week, and that is, what y'all smoking on? What are y'all smoking on out there, man, in Tree Talk world? You know what I mean? You already know it's always going down in Cali. You know what I mean? Out here, it don't really matter what you smoke on, because you finna get high in the motherfucker anyway. You know what I mean?
What's the kind you gave me the other day?
Oh shit! What did I give you the other day? I think it was Runts or something like that. It was Runts or something like that. I think it was Runts or some diamond shit or something. I don't even remember, man. I don't even be knowing the labels of that shit.
You give me just anything.
Yeah, see, I do the weed, man. I don't do the weed shop. You know what I mean? The weed, man, I got, you know what I mean, a good little setup with them. I ain't got to go to the shop, wait in line, do all that taxes and shit. I don't even have to get in my car and go nowhere. My nigga come to the house. You know what I'm saying? Get your weed game up if that ain't what you're on right now. Get your weed game up. You know what I mean? Sarah, how was your week?
It was cool. You know, I went to church Sunday.
Did you? How was that?
It was actually very, very good.
Yeah.
It was very, very good. It was very inspirational. Sometimes you just need to be around good energy. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to get into the church a little bit later.
They had smoke there, too.
Did they? They had smoke at the church?
No, it was a fog machine.
Oh, okay. Oh, you sure?
I
How could you tell? It wasn't no. I mean, some of them deacons be smoking. I'm telling you.
I don't know if it was vape pens. It was a younger church. You know?
I was at a service one day and the pastor said, if you got an addiction, come up here right now and throw it on the front. This old lady walked up there and threw a whole half a weed up there, a whole half an ounce of weed on the altar.
I'm a usher this Sunday. I'm cleaning up all that shit.
I don't know what they did with it. You know what I mean? I'm sure she didn't get it back. I don't know what went on after that, man. But my week was cool. I did a lot of family shit. You know what I mean? I went to a couple plays, and my cousin had a baby shower I had to go to. We had the Dina Collective listening party. That went down. That was fire. We went out there and rocked the valley, man. That shit was dope as shit. And then that same day I saw a commercial, man, for this movie I've been waiting to get out, man. Come out, and it finally came out. John Wick 4, man. I'm a John Wick fan for sure.
God.
You know what I mean?
Ben had that on the fire stick.
Hell yeah, that's my shit. I know I could have seen it, but you know what? John Wick come on TV so much. I watch it so much. I had to go to the movie to see this one. You know what I mean? But so you saw it?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but it appeared on my fire stick.
If y'all don't see it, it's a nigga in this movie that look just like Autobots. You know what I mean? The whole time I watched the movie, all I saw was Autobots. This nigga look like bots. This nigga move like bots. He even kind of sound like Autobots. The whole movie, I'm like, John Wick and Autobots, nigga, that's a hell of a movie to go see. You know what I mean? Speaking of Autobots, you know what I mean? I don't know if y'all noticed the last time we seen Otto, he was on well, it might not have been the last time we seen him, but he was on The Price is Right. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Otto did some incredible shit. He went on The Price is Right, won everything. He ended up going to the showcase, won everything. He won a car and dove through the window. I never seen nobody run and just Superman through the fucking window. Yeah. I never seen that. Then he got out and popped the trunk and looked in the hood. I had never seen nobody look under the hood of a brand new car on national TV other than Autobots. You know what I mean? So he did that. But a good thing is he passed the lob to your boy, man. He passed the lob to your boy. I don't know if y'all seen it, but I was on the Price is Right yesterday. You know what I mean? I was on the Price is Right yesterday. Yeah, I don't know if you missed it or not. If you did, you would have looked on there. You'd have saw your man Snaptastic Pen, you know what I mean? Spinning the wheel, doing the whole thing, you know what I mean? I don't want to spoil it for you. If you haven't seen it, you could probably go to YouTube and type in the episode from yesterday, and you'll see a guy on there, man. You know what I mean? I did my thing on there, too. I represented KraigFacts. I represented Tree Talk. I represented Cap. I represented us heavy, you know what I mean, on The Price is Right. Yeah, national TV. We did that, man. But look, yo, that's good, man. We did the week review, but yo, I got a special guest in here today, man.
I'm excited.
I really don't want to waste no more time. That's why I ran through all that shit super fast, because this dude in here, man, is super hilarious, man. You seen him on your TVs. I'm gonna let him tell you what he put you through, and I mean what you seen him in and all that.
I put him through.
Hey, you put me through a lot of laughter. You know what I'm saying? That's what you did for me. You know what I mean? And I'm sure you put a lot of other people through a lot of laughter as well. This dude right here is super hilarious. I just sat in. He just did a stand up for us right here, a little live one, man. And the nigga's awesome, bro. Like, I never seen somebody come up and be like, tell the audience, throw me some topics. And we threw him some topics, and whatever topic we threw him, he made a joke out of it, bro. He did a whole set.
I haven't did that in a while.
On the audience, giving him topics. You know what I mean? I used to do that back in the day with rap. How did you end up doing it? Before I even get there, let me introduce Spanky Hayes, bro. Give it up for him. Yeah, you see.
What's going down?
What's up, man? How you been, bro?
Man, I've been doing great, man. Fantabulous.
Absolutely. How's your trip out here to Cali and to this KraigFacts and to the Tree Talk? Your first time on Tree Talk?
Man, my first time, man. And we ain't even high.
No. We ain't even high right now, man. That's y'all can give me the failure on that.
It's called sober tree right now.
Yeah, man, this is bad, man. This is bad.
No, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful,
but I told him
beautiful.
I got it. Y'all know me, man. I always got it. I always got it. I didn't have it today. I ran out, left it at home. You know what I mean? And then my man Spank was here. I'm hot now. I'm looking like the non-tree talk nigga. You know what I mean?
No, next time. It's always the next time.
It's always the next time. You know what I mean? But let's get into it, man. If y'all don't know, the main thing we know I'm from, or maybe he was or he wasn't on there. You might have seen him on Wild 'N Out. You know what I mean?
Oh, that wasn't me.
That wasn't you?
That wasn't me.
That wasn't me. That wasn't him. Stunt double.
There's a nigga. His name Rip Michaels. But that wasn't me.
Rip Michaels. So he wasn't. No, that wasn't him on Wild 'N Out.
That wasn't never me. That was always Rip Michaels.
It was never him. It was a nigga that looked like you. He's kind of stole some of the. Man, he gave me some laughs that I want to give you credit for, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
That might be the first ever.
Okay.
Far overdue. Yeah, I appreciate that.
That's it, man. So you fresh out here in Cali, man, coming from Detroit, right?
Well, this time I'm coming from Vegas.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So before I became a full-fledged pimp,
okay,
I decided to just come back to LA and be a comedian.
How was the
they
pimp
give
game?
you less time. For real.
How was the pimp game? Can you be a funny
I only had like a midget bitch and a real tall bitch. So I didn't really. Yeah, I couldn't even get the bitches to look eye to eye at each other. So,
that's crazy.
It wasn't cool. I had
But they don't need to look eye to eye.
the lower part of the stick for pimping for me. No, I was in Vegas, man. You know, living. I retired for a little while, so I thought, Vegas would be a good retirement home.
I heard that.
But
it's and now you right back.
Lit.
You right back.
Lit
Like
out
you
there.
left something.
Yeah, I did. I left a lot of shit out here, man. A lot of money on the table.
Absolutely.
You know
now
what I'm
you
saying?
back, but now you back to reclaim that shit, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
That's
To
it.
get
man.
more. I need more. Because that's old money. I need old money and new money.
Get Spank his motherfucking money.
Give me my money.
New.
Nick Cannon. Give me my money.
Nick Cannon.
Hey, Nick Cannon. Give me my money.
Give him his money. Give him
You
his
hear me?
money. You hear it?
Give me my money, nigga.
You wildin'.
Fuck 7. Give me my money.
No point intended.
All right.
Yo.
7 is his bodyguard. Just in case.
Let me know, man. Tell me.
I shouldn't do that no more. Right? Craig be looking at me like, damn, dog. Okay, stop. I'm like Mad Dog. You ever watch ESPN, the old nigga, the Mad Dog nigga? I'm like that nigga.
That nigga be wildin'.
For real.
But he cold and he be talking that shit.
Hey, he be saying some facts.
Mad Dog be talking that shit, bro.
Orlando Brown be saying some real shit too. But anyway.
Yeah, he do. He do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He be saying some real shit.
I don't know about what do you say, Lil Bow Wow gave him that pussy. You know?
I don't think a nigga would say that unless something like that.
Right.
I mean, that's just me. You know, internet is too. You can use the internet. You could Google anything.
Yeah.
So what you say, nigga could Google everything you say.
Right.
So I don't think a person would say something like that unless it was something like that.
Say it's truth to every some truth to every story.
Maybe it's crack truth, but it's truth.
It's a little bit in there.
Yeah.
So man, about you, tell me, man, what about the comedy game made you want to get into it? You know what I mean? How'd you get started and all that? What was it that says, you know what? I'm a funny motherfucker. Let me get out here and show these niggas. You know what I mean?
Because I thought Richard Pryor was my daddy when I was little, because I didn't see my daddy.
Wow.
So here's the story.
Speak on that, man.
So kids in school, they bring their fathers to school Friday or whatever day it was.
Right.
So I went through a whole year of this, and I'm like, damn, when am I going to bring my daddy? So I went asked my mom. I said, well, who was my dad? Like, I want to bring him to school. And she said, just pick one of them niggas. So I said, Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
She said, okay, he cute.
He cute.
So Richard Pryor, my daddy. When I met Richard Pryor, I told him that. I said, my mama said he was my daddy, and then he grabbed my hand. This when he was shaking and shit. Yeah. He grabbed my hand, and he was like, where you from? I said, Detroit. He said, you might be my Straight up. On God, at the Comedy Store. Because Richard Pryor was doing shows before he died at the Comedy Store. Yeah. This motherfucker was so dedicated to comedy that he knew he was dying, but he wanted to spend his last hours on stage. Wow. That's crazy, bro. That's dedication.
Incredible. And that's love. Not only
that's a bitch you can't quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Not only is it love, like, I mean, because I know when you're building your craft, you got love for your craft, but sometimes you don't have the energy to give that shit out. You know what I mean? So for him to be on his deathbed or to be coming to the end of his time and he's still like, I'm finna give my gift until I can't get this motherfucker no more.
Yeah.
That right there.
And comedy is rough. Comedy is like having a bitch that you know is going to fuck everybody around you. And you got to watch him fuck her.
Wow.
That's the thing about comedy. It's successful comedy.
Wow.
It's like a bitch that you fucked and he fucked and he fucked. He didn't do it right, so the bitch went to him, and he didn't do it right, so the bitch went to
So here goes a serious question for you then. How can you keep fucking with that bitch when you know she fucking everybody else?
Because you're addicted. You're addicted to the bitch. Everything she do to you feel good.
Wow.
It's instant confidence.
You can't stay away.
Fucking with comedy. You do a good set, you feel good that for a week until you do it again. You know what I'm saying? Comedy is the only form. It's like charging your battery. It's like charging your phone. Right. If you do good or you get successful in comedy, man, you feel like you get smarter. You know what I'm saying? You know everything. You debating niggas. Yeah, comedy is a motherfucker. It's like a mask. Remember that movie, The Mask? When Jim Carrey and they put on the mask, it just turn you to a whole another nigga. And then you got to take that bitch off eventually. But a lot of niggas don't because they're scared somebody else right there to grab it.
And that's the thing I was going to say. So you put your mask on, you turn into this whole other motherfucker. But it's a lot of niggas who put that mask on and they're not funny. Or a lot of motherfuckers put that mask on.
But that's the other mask.
And shit.
That's the other mask. It's one mask you don't lose. But it's hard to obtain.
Yeah.
It's very hard. But it is one mask that you win every time.
So it's bombing, like when you bomb, I'm telling you, tell a joke that ain't funny. Is that an act of preparation?
Yeah, it's hard. Because I don't bomb. I haven't bombed in years, man, because I might start off slow.
Right.
But I don't bomb. I'm too, I don't know. I've been doing it for too long. I feel already confident about it. I already got in my mind, bitch, shut up. You sitting down, I'm standing up. What the fuck? I'm better than you. So, I mean, that's just something you develop as a comedian. You know, that's like the mind fuck. Like, shut up. You watching me. How much did it cost to see me? Shut the fuck up. I would never pay $35 to come see you, bitch. So that's it.
I heard that.
That's the confidence.
So let me tell you, man. I was gonna ask you about what it's like working with all that talent, but since you wasn't on that show, you know what I mean.
All right, I guess I can answer. I had a dream I was on Wild 'N Out once.
Oh, okay, yeah. What happened in the dream, man? How did it feel?
Avion was dope as hell. You know what's crazy about show business? That everybody comes from something else, and they always end up in a spot. Wow. Because it's all about the doors that open. You could go straight, you could go whatever you are. You could go straight and then something gonna open over here. And because you been walking down this hall for so long, you just gonna go through the door.
Right.
Because it's like, shit, I gotta go through one of these motherfucking doors. And then it could be whatever it is, be an actor or be a porn star. I know a lot of superstar niggas came out here and ended up porn stars.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was comedians first, and now you don't even want to watch porn because one of this unfunny ass nigga fucking the shit out of bitches. You like, nigga, he was a comedian. I did shows with him. It's like 3 porn stars that was comedians. No lie.
Wow.
No lie.
That's crazy. That nigga be telling.
Hey, right. I'm fucking funny. Yeah, that's funny.
Fucking funny. He telling jokes in her ear and shit.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god.
Fucking funny.
I did a porn one time.
Yep.
Oh,
you said what?
I did a porn one time, but I didn't fuck in the movie. My scene was the dude was fucking a bitch and she's my bitch, so I came in and started roasting on her.
You came in and started.
I was like capping on her, and this was like
while she was.
This is like 15, 20. I wouldn't say 20, but about 15 years ago.
Oh, wow.
I just happened to be in like a porn little. I don't even know why I was there, and then dude was like, "Yeah, you funny, you a comedian. Hey, you ever thought about this?" And I was like, "Damn."
Wait, are you telling me
that's funny?
You telling me they do porn cameos, bro? Like,
yeah, I did.
They paid you
on my mama. I did a porn cameo.
Oh wow!
I promise you, I did.
That's
were
fire.
you nominated for one of those porn awards?
Nope. But my boy was my boy Thomas Ward. He did a porn called Not the Cosbys, and he was acting like Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
And he didn't fucking there, but he got awards for that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Did you know that? On my mama, look up Not the Cosbys, straight up. Thomas Ward played Bill Cosby, but he didn't fuck in the movie though. so he didn't.
Oh.
You know, but yeah,
Yeah,
he got an award for that.
What was his
Yep.
tagline? Come taste this pudding pop or some shit. What
It's-
what would be Bill Cosby's porn tagline?
Hey, you know they tried to erase that because Bill Cosby got in trouble.
Oh yeah, the
But I'm
picture.
sure you can
That's-
find it. I'm sure you can
that's
find it. It's called
crazy.
Not the Cosby's Porno.
That's crazy, man. Look, let me ask you. I'm gonna give you a couple names, man, and you tell me just some feedback. What you think about them? You know what I mean? Let's start with Teddy Ray.
Rest in peace.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's all I got to say about him.
Jaylen Rose.
He need to go bald because
That-
that spray on hairline shit. He can't go to no swimming parties like that.
Right. Hey, and if y'all know what he talking about, Jaylen Rose got the coldest
I'm
lineup.
talking about like Steve Harvey used to do that same lineup back in the day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Jaylen Rose is shit. What's my man name? How can I forget this? Weber. Chris Weber was my big brother. You know, I don't know if they got it out here, but we used to have this thing called Big Brother, Big Sister.
Right.
Where if you ain't got no dad, somebody, a man come take you out. They pay him to come take you out and show you around and shit. And Chris Weber was my big brother.
Oh, wow.
So that's how I knew Jaylen Rose and all them niggas. King, I forget his name.
Jimmy King.
Yeah, Jimmy King. And all them niggas was there. All them niggas was around.
Man, that's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. Let me give you another name. Corey Holcomb.
My cousin in comedy.
That's dope.
Everybody from Detroit and Chicago, they call themselves cousins because normally if you from Detroit, your first gig ever out of town is probably going to be Chicago. So, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So we all, Deon Cole, Leon, Corey, Muhammad, Deon Cole, fucking, we said his name earlier, Lil Rel,
yeah.
Michi, Wildcat, all them Chicago niggas. I fuck with all of them. Like I love them niggas. Like
That's
to
fire.
death. Yeah, I
Like
pulled a
real
gun
family.
on G thing one time for Corey Holcomb.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, they was trying to rush Corey, and I just happened to come outside and see it. And I was with some Oakland niggas, and all of them was strapped. So I said, "Nigga, you straight?" And he gave me one of them looks like no. So I told my boy, "Man, pull that shit out. Man. Get the fuck away from Corey, straight up. He'll tell you that.
Up outta there.
I
That's
love
some
Corey.
real
That's
shit.
my dog, man. I
That's
love
some
him to
real
death.
shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I got
Oh,
one more
God.
name for you. My brother, man, Kraig Smith.
Oh, that's my light skinned hero right there. That's my nigga right there. I told him a long time ago he was gonna be straight. All he got to do is walk straight. If you walk straight, you're gonna be straight.
I
You
heard
walk
that.
crooked, you're gonna be crooked.
Mm.
Straight up.
That's some real advice, man. Stay on
Yeah.
that straight path, man.
Just stay straight, man. It's ugly, but stay straight.
It's not a
all
lot-
them paths is ugly though. They only pretty in the beginning
Huh.
because you want to see something different. So that's what make you go to the other side because it's like, oh, it's pretty over there. It's just the normal human mind trick. You know, put something dark on this side, put something light on this side. See where the rats go.
So you think it's possible to get there walking in a straight line? Because a lot of people, it's a lot of shady motherfuckers who say, I'm gonna take this line and curve it a little bit so I can get where you gonna end up at. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think more than that is probably the hardest thing to do in this business is to stay a ass virgin and yeah, because niggas want to fuck you. They don't even want to. They're really putting you on to fuck you. They don't even care about your talent.
Shit.
They like that you got an S curl.
Fuck.
You feel me? So it's like I think the man that don't suck no dick and ain't getting bent over, and there ain't a lot of them. I just say that. I think to me those are the heroes because if you can sit in a room full of Draculas and don't get bit, you're a cold motherfucker.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's a real thing, bro. Because you hear about it, you know what I mean?
I don't want to
Nobody-
I don't want to talk about it too
All
much.
right.
I just got back in the business. I don't want to get canceled as soon as I come back.
Absolutely.
But that is definitely true. I've seen it for myself and didn't join. So that's why I had to retire.
Well, that's what's up, man. Well, let me ask you a question, man. Back onto this tree talk shit, man. How much weed you smoke?
Man, I've been smoking weed before it was cool to smoke weed. I remember sneaking smoking weed. I grew up in New York, so I remember hearing keys coming out the motherfucker because the police chasing you because we in the hallway smoking weed. Like, yeah, I've been smoking weed a long time.
You smoke weed in a hotel before?
All the time. Let me tell you how you get the smoke out.
That was my question.
They go to trick right here. And Jadakiss taught me this.
Okay.
You get the kind of rooms. Now, all the rooms now don't have microwaves. I'm saying when they have microwaves in the room, you get the popcorn that's in there and burn it.
Oh, that's
And then
smart.
when you open the thing up, it only smell like
That's
burnt
smart.
popcorn.
That's genius right there. I never heard that shit before, bro. I done heard take the smoke detector off. I done heard
But
smoke.
you get fined for that.
Yeah, I heard smoking the what is it? The toilet paper and the what's the shit you put in the dryer, the little dryer sheet. I heard about smoking through that shit. That shit never made sense to me because if I'm holding the blunt, you know what I mean, the blunt is burning and I'm only blowing the smoke into that little tube. What about the blunt that's burning? That smoke is still in the air. So I never really understood that shit. You know what I mean? So I just came to the point where I'm like, fuck it, I'm smoking everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and if you know me, that's what I do. I smoke.
Turn the shower. You can turn the shower on. That'll work too.
The shower works. Yeah, I know people that used to smoke in the bathroom because that shit get up out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you, man. I got a couple questions, man. Let me on this tree talk. You got a high moment? A moment you was just so, you know what I mean, you was loaded on weed. You know what I mean? You was so fucking high.
I remember I was at this festival, and this was like last year, like last summer. Right. And I took a mushroom, but it wasn't like in chocolate or nothing. It's going to get to the weed. Hold on.
All right.
So I took, like, you know how they had them big ones?
Yeah.
So a dude just gave it to me, and I just ate the whole motherfucker. So about 2 hours later, I snapped out of it, and I'm on stage with the loonies, and this dude is standing in front of me blowing the smoke. You know how they had them guns that blow the smoke?
Right.
So I guess when I snapped out of it, all this smoke, I was around all this smoke, and I'm like, where the fuck am I at? And then I'm looking like, damn, those niggas performing. The first thing I thought about was, well, what was I doing before? Like, I have no idea what happened. Like, what the fuck? Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
So yeah, it's probably like a blackout moment. I done had moments, you know what I mean, where I didn't realize no shit either. Like I remember I was smoking in my car one day, rapping and shit. Next thing I know, I don't know what the fuck happened. All I know is it was a whole different song. I don't remember nothing that happened. It was a period of time, but like, how the fuck did I get here to this moment? And I ain't went nowhere. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Those are great times.
Hell yeah. Who was the most famous person you ever smoked with?
Probably Jack Career.
Jack Career. The weed Jack Career?
Yeah.
The nigga that made the weed Jack Career, the Strand.
Yeah.
Oh shit. How was that? How'd you get in contact with that dude?
I was like in North California somewhere, and we was like in a teepee, like on some shit was wild, dog. Like we was at like this another kind of festival, like, and they had like these tents up, and then my boy was like, "Yeah, that's Jack Career right there." And I was like, "Really?" Yeah. He looks just like Chong from Cheech and Chong.
Yeah, but
gray. He had all his gray. Everything was gray, but he looked just like Chong. Okay, Cheech was the fat one, so Chong, right? Chong, and he was cool as fuck. He didn't know me or nothing. He didn't like nothing. I was just smoking with him. I mean, it's a great pleasure to smoke with you. And we smoked this shit called chocolate something. Like, he was like, well, this is a strand that I was growing that didn't turn out right. Yeah. So I'm just sharing it with friends. And, bro, that shit was delicious, man.
Who was the nigga that picked him out of the crowd? Like, oh shit, that's Jack Career. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was a big deal too. And he had all bitches around him too. I forgot that part.
Oh, wow.
He had all bitches around him. Like heel bitches though. No like bad bitches. Just bitches all around him. But yeah, Jack Career. But I smoked with a lot of people, man. Snoop.
That's my bucket list, man. My bucket list, I want to smoke with Snoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to smoke with Snoop. That's the top of my list.
Yeah, Wiz, Snoop.
Wiz too.
Me and Wiz used to be tight until Nick Cannon started fucking Amber Rose, and then the nigga thought that I knew that. And then I seen him, and he like gave me the look like, nigga. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do?
Right.
And then years later, we talked about it. I said, nigga, why you so mad at me? Yeah. He said, I ain't mad at you no more, but I thought you knew that Amber was fucking with Nick. I said, nigga, I don't pay attention to that type of shit. I don't hang with Nick when I'm not filming. Yeah. You know, because niggas thought I was Nick Cannon's best friend or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I was at one time, but then when he learned how to be Jewish, that was it. that kind of ended our relationship.
I think that's everybody see that. Everybody see everybody who was on Wild 'N Out. I think the viewer got an idea is super, super close with Nick Cannon.
Yeah, and every joke they ever said about him not paying that well was true. Why you think they keep saying it?
Wow.
You ain't gonna say nothing that ain't real.
He said he need his money. Give him his money.
Give my Ferrari back, bitch.
You lost a Ferrari?
Long story.
Oh, okay. All right, let me give you 2 more smoke questions then, man. The best music to smoke to?
I'm gonna say 80s rock.
80s rock?
Yeah.
What, like Kiss and shit?
Like Duran Duran and
okay.
Police. I fuck with the Police. That's one of my favorite groups, the Police. I would have that tatted on me, but it's the Police.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why I don't. But yeah, I'm a big Sting fan and Police and yeah, shit like that.
Man, I'm gonna have to take you up on that, bro. We're gonna have to get loaded, just bring a gang of fucking weed and just play a gang of fucking rock and roll, man.
I'm telling you, you'll love that shit.
Oh, yeah.
And they got rock and roll got so many hits that you just forget if you don't listen to that kind of music. Yeah. You listen to a greatest hits of the 80s, you'll be like, nigga, they had a gang of hits, nigga.
Hell
yeah, that's some good music. I listen to everything though. Lil Uzi Vert, he's just the new devil. Just in case if you was wondering who he is. Like, I think Lil Wayne was a devil, but he left Lil Wayne. That's why Lil Wayne looks so whooped right now. If you think about Lil Wayne, look like something left him. Like his dreads all fucked up, and it's like something left him.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's the first. Yeah, that
makes sense, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That fucking makes sense, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I love Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's the best rapper ever to me.
I got him up there too. People don't. I say Lil Wayne, and people look at me crazy.
How?
That's when I don't get it either. I don't get it. I'd be like, how can you look at me crazy for little? Do you know this? I mean, Lil Wayne is one of them niggas. When you hear him rap, you can hear the skill in the rap. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This nigga not just putting words together. He not just counting bar. This nigga has skill in everything I fucking heard. You know what I mean? From
right. And he changed the whole way of making songs.
Right.
Because he'll do 3 lines and punch that shit in. Niggas wasn't punching shit in like that. That's why his shit's so cold. Because he'll say some shit and then stop. And then punch the other one in. Cold. Stop. Say some other shit cold. Stop.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I seen him in the studio work before, and I was looking at him like, that's how you do that shit?
That's crazy.
Like, nigga, that shit work.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, he and then Lil Wayne literally said anything a rapper could say already.
Facts. And he still got
every fucking thing you can say in rap. He already said it.
Hell yeah. I fuck with that, man. Lil Wayne is hard, bro.
Yeah, he the illest.
Let me ask you this last one, man. Best time of day to smoke? Morning, noon, or night?
The happiest part of your day. So if your stomach hurt and you got to take a shit and you feel good about that,
that's time to smoke.
Your woman just made a dope looking ass steak and potatoes or something, time to smoke.
You smoke before or after you eat?
Both.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Both.
That's the way to go, man.
And I like dabbing. I like dabbing a little bit more than I like smoking.
Oh yeah, you dab on your own?
I love dabbing.
Yeah.
I used to walk around with the thing with the torch and the bong with the bong backpack, and I used to do all that shit. Yeah.
I think I dabbed once, bro. That shit was fucking crazy. I was loaded for it, man. I seen this old ass dude. Last time I went to the weed shop, it was an old nigga walking there. I promise the dude was probably 70 something. I want to say 73 maybe.
Damn.
And he walked in and he wanted a dab. And I'm looking like, this old nigga want a dab? He took a dab and coughed his fucking chest out. And I was like, you good? Just right. I think it says just right. Walked out the door. Yeah. Old ass nigga. I was like, damn, he finna be high for like a week. Yeah. You know what I mean? He ain't got to come back in here. You know what I mean?
You'll definitely eat 2 packs of non-laters. Fucking with that.
For real.
For real.
Indica or sativa?
I kind of like both. It depends on the time.
Yeah.
It depends on the time. I like sativa. I like both though. I like weed. I like weed. Yeah. I just don't like stress.
Yeah, I heard that.
You know what I'm saying? We grew up on stress. We had to smoke stress so much that when Chronic came out, that was the happiest time of my life.
Do stress still exist?
Hell yeah.
Niggas really out there smoking Reggie and popping seeds?
And you can sell that shit too.
Oh,
it's still selling.
Oh, is it?
Hell yeah.
I ain't even seen
it's more poor people than it is rich people.
That's facts.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
facts. That's facts.
You know, so I think Reggie gonna always sell. Especially in like Arizona and all that Arizona weed and all that. That's always gonna sell.
Hell yeah.
As long as it got a color to it.
I think so too.
Oh
yeah.
damn, we kicking the table all the way this way.
Yeah.
My bad.
Hey, they're moving. It's all good.
Hey,
but
the
look.
moving table.
That's it. But look, man, we're gonna go ahead and go to a break. Spank, man. Spanky Hayes, man. I really appreciate this, man.
Man, no problem, man.
bro. Like I said, I still owe you that smoke with some 80s rock music, man. I'm gonna make that shit happen, bro. For real. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Next time you up here, even if I gotta have Autobots, bring that big ass speaker up here and we get it going that way. But we definitely gonna make that happen.
Okay.
Again, y'all, Spanky Hayes, get this man his money. Check him out.
Give me my money.
Go ahead and shout your spot out where they can find you at and all that, man.
Official Spanky Hayes on Instagram. After that, I don't really like being followed. I'm from the old school. Don't follow me unless you want to get shot at.
And that's how I know. This
is hey. Work from there. Come on. Stick it in there. Create distance with your hip. You need your hips back. There you go. Again. Again. Put it together again. Let me see. Different. Outside inside. There you go. Double up on one side. There you go. Good. Every little hole you find. Take area.